What's going on, guys? We are live. It is Christmas Eve. I figured I'd jump on here. What other MMA channel is going to get on Christmas Eve? So here I am. I put out a video like 2 hours ago, maybe. I don't even know how long it's been at this point. I put out a video about the UFC Apex like I told you guys I would, which is actually doing pretty well. It's almost to 1,000 views, and it's been out for 1 hour and 48 minutes, and it's creeping up on 1,000 views. So go check out that video, but it's Christmas Eve. We're less than an hour away from Christmas, so I'll be streaming technically on Christmas. So Merry Christmas, guys. If you don't celebrate Christmas, whatever, happy holidays, whatever you celebrate. Appreciate you guys for joining me. I know a lot of people are probably going to be out at some type of Christmas Eve party or something, but here I am, still grinding it out on the channel the last few days of 2022, which is absolute straight up insanity. I cannot believe it's about to be the end of 2022. But we can talk about the UFC price hike. We can talk about Marlon Vera, Cory Sandhagen. We can talk about any upcoming fights in 2023. We can talk about Stephan Bonnar, RIP Stephan Bonnar. Hard to believe. 45 years old, I believe he is. Passed away today, or actually passed today a couple days ago, supposedly, from what I read. But yeah, I mean, there's plenty to talk about on this Christmas Eve. I mean, if you look at the mainstream MMA websites, I mean, all they talk about is tweets anyway. So I'm sure we can find something more substantive to discuss on this live stream. But do me a favor, like the live stream. If you haven't already, subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications. I was about to watch your Apex video, but I saw the stream and came here instead. You better watch the Apex video after this stream, though. I would greatly appreciate you. Real quick, I want to thank somebody real quick. I would like to thank someone. Somebody left the nicest comment I've ever seen in my entire life. Let me go quickly find it and shout him out real quick. Thank you, Kayvon Harris. I put out a poll on the channel. Should I do a Christmas Eve live stream? Vast majority said yes, but Kayvon said no. And he said, I have the utmost respect and admiration for you. Hence why I think you should relax and enjoy the night. Thank you for all the great content. What a guy. What a guy. I mean, why aren't you guys leaving comments like this? But I can't believe it. I really can't believe it. What a guy. Kayvon Harris, shout out to you. If you watch this stream, I greatly appreciate you. I decided to stream anyway, and I got to take a drink. My throat's itching. I'm a little bit sick. A little bit. But here I am anyway. If you haven't checked out the Apex video, check out the Apex video. Also, for the people who were here a little bit early, I got a little bit of a Christmas joke for you that I like to tell every year. So the Christmas joke, tell me if anybody knows the answer to this one. Why is Santa's sack so big? Let me know in the chat. Christmas joke, why is Santa's sack so big? Let me know. Don't Google it. Let me know if you know. And thank you guys for joining me on your Christmas Eve. I greatly appreciate you guys. Does anyone know the answer? I'm waiting to see in the chat. Don't you dare. Don't you dare. Never heard this joke before? Yeah, so the joke is, why is Santa's sack so big? All right, looks like nobody knows the answer. So the OGs that were here early, the answer is, he only comes once a year. So there you go. There's my Christmas joke for you. That is the answer. Somebody answered it, but you Googled it. You Googled it. Who wins, Vera or Cory? I'm going Cory Sandhagen. But that's the best. I feel like I got a hair stuck in the back of my throat. But yeah, that's the joke. There's the joke for you. You can share that around. Merry Christmas to Joey and fam. Merry Christmas to you, Blaze One. What's up, Niles? Merry Christmas, Prison Mike. Prison Mike says, should I do it to him? What does that exactly mean? I'm not sure what that means. So I can't say yes or no. Yo, Joe, what's up? What do you do for a living? I've answered this question too many times. I don't answer it no more. Merry Christmas, Joey. It's Christmas Day in Australia. Merry Christmas, Bitsy. How he died? Supposedly heart issues. Constantly growing. What's up? Billy, what's up? What did Venom Claws get you for Christmas? I haven't got my rock shoes yet, but I'm hoping Santa shimmies down the chimney tonight and drops me off a pair of the Dwayne Johnson Rock UFC collab tennis shoes. That's what I'm really hoping for. That's what I'm hoping for the most. You got to get some of that. And some Venom gear. WWWSG Joey. I don't know what you're saying. What's up, French Fries? What's up, Fight Sports? Never heard this joke before. You guys got it. Yeah, who wins, Vera or Cory? Yeah, I already answered this, but I'm going Cory Sandhagen. I have an entire video on my channel regarding this. I just think Sandhagen's a more crisp striker. He's never been finished by strikes. He's elusive, good head movement, good footwork, dangerous in his own right. And Vera just relies a little bit too much on that power. And I don't know if he's going to be able to find it against Cory Sandhagen. Maybe he will. But I think Sandhagen's too much of an elite striker for him. I love Marlon Vera, but I don't think he's going to pull it off against Cory Sandhagen. Do you think Conor will return in March or April or later? No. Nope. He will not return in March or April. My guess is he will return fall. At the earliest, he will return in July. I'll put it that way. At the earliest, he will return in July. That's what I believe. If the UFC grants him an exemption from the USADA testing pool, I think it'll be a big shit stain on the sport. And therefore, if he returns to the testing pool, he needs to be tested for 6 months before he can return. If he returns in January, February, probably fight in July or August would be my guess. Dude's been off for 2 years already. Damn near 2 years. Year and a half right now. But yeah, I would expect, if I had to look into a crystal ball, I'd say July or August, Conor McGregor makes his return. Good one, Joey. Cheeto's KO come from his kicks. His legs are the longest in the division. Yeah, we'll see if he can find that chin of Cory Sandhagen. No, he's never been finished. Never been finished. Let's give Johnny Walker a title shot in the middle of this shit show. Absolutely not. Absolutely. Could you imagine? Johnny Walker versus Paul Craig for the UFC light heavyweight title. That's what's going to happen when Glover wins and retires. So, I roundhouse kicked my girlfriend for getting me the rock shoes. Fair enough. All because you said so. Fair enough. Merry Xmas. What's going on, Jacob? Hope you had a good Christmas Eve, Joey. I did. Thank you. Where was I at? If anyone could KO Cory, it's Vera. I mean, I guess so. What's the card you're most excited for? Right now, I mean, it was 284, but now it's looking like garbage. There's not really a card that stands out to me right now. There's not a card that stands out to me. I guess it's probably 283, the main and co-main. But there's not a card that jumps off the paper and says I cannot wait for it. If I had to pick out one, it's one that's not announced. UFC 285, early March, John Jones, Francis Ngannou. That's what I'm going for. That's what I want to see. That's what I'm dying to see. So, we'll find out soon enough. Hopefully the UFC will announce it soon. Surprised the UFC hasn't reached out to Cannonier to replace Costa. Jarrett said he was open to rematching Wood. Who wants to see that, though? The UFC, well, what's the point of booking it? Nobody wants to see that matchup. So that doesn't surprise me. Whitaker's off the card, basically. I would prefer to see Strickland step in, honestly. I don't want to see that rematch. It's a garbage rematch. How have you been? I've been good. Thank you for asking. How have you been? I just think Cheeto is more hungry. If it's 5 rounds, he wins by late stoppage. Yeah, but he has to get that stoppage. He absolutely has to get the stoppage if he wants to win. Rob embarrasses Cannonier. I mean, he basically already did. I don't know about embarrass, but he wins pretty handedly. So, I don't see him making much difference in a rematch. I really don't see him doing anything different in a rematch against Robert Whitaker. What a way to end Christmas Eve with an MMA Joey stream. Appreciate you, man. I'm glad you were here. I was wondering how many people would show up, honestly. I was wondering how many people would show up for a random ass Christmas Eve stream. So I appreciate everyone who showed up here. It's crazy. It's crazy. Christmas Eve. We already got 40 people in here. Like the stream for me, guys. If you haven't, we'll see how many people we can get in here tonight. Maybe we get 100 tonight. We'll see. 283 looking good to me. For me, I can't get past the Lauren Murphy fight. Let's look up UFC. UFC 283. Yeah, 283 looks ugly as hell outside of the main and co-main. Marisa Shogun Hua versus Iho Potiera. Jessica Andrade, Lauren Murphy. Ew. Gilbert Burns, Neil Magny's alright. I'm excited for Terrence McKinney. Ismail Bonfin. Jalton Almeida, Shamil Abdurakhimov. Thiago Moises, Guram Kutateladze is an amazing matchup. So, I might do a couple extra predictions for this card. Maybe I'll do Moises, Guram, Jalton, Shamil, Terrence, Ismail, Bonfin, Paul Walker, Johnny Walker, Brad Tavares, Gregory Rodriguez. There's a lot to like. The structure of the main card is what gets me. The structure of the main card is what gets me. Fight Sports Talk. Thank you for your $5 New Zealand dollars. I greatly appreciate your super chat. Fight Sports says, how far do you think Sarukian goes? I think he could beat all top 5 guys right now. I might pick him to beat Chandler, Gaethje, and Poirier. I'm on the fence. I'm a big believer in Arman. I think he could beat everyone, including Islam, but I'm not confident in that. And also, it's one of those things where his striking, his hands in particular, aren't elite. He has good kicks and he has good grappling. So if he can't get the takedown, he's not going to fare well. If I had, gun to my head, if I had to pick him against those guys, I would probably pick him against Gaethje. I'd probably pick him against Poirier. But the Poirier one would be tough. Poirier's not easy to take down. And would I pick him against Chandler? 5-round fight, I'm picking him to stop Chandler. But 3-round fight, Chandler might get it 29-28. Win the first 2 rounds. And then Sarukian takes the last round. So it'd be very interesting. I'm curious to see that Arman versus Islam Makhachev matchup. That's the rematch for hopefully for the title one day. I think Arman could win that fight. I'm not saying that he definitely would, but I think he could. Oliveira, would he beat Oliveira? That's a tough one. That is a tough matchup. I might even pick Arman over Oliveira. I would pick Fiziev over Arman, though. Arman has very good kicks and very good grappling. But he doesn't have the top pressure of an Islam Makhachev or Habib Nurmagomedov. So good grapplers can out-scramble. The thing is, the whole MMA world got screwed up when Gamrot got that decision. Because Arman should have won that fight, and then we should have saw Arman versus Beneil, and then we'd really know how good Arman Sarukian is. So the whole world got turned on its head. But thank you, Fight Sports Talk, for your $5 New Zealand dollars. I greatly appreciate your super chat on Christmas Eve. Appreciate you. Let's see. Okay. I might have to go with Cory. He has the chin to hold up, and we know Cheeto gets started late and loses rounds in the beginning. That's pretty much my thought. And plus, I think Cory's a little bit more dynamic. I think Cory's a little bit more dynamic, a little more technical, a little bit more elusive, has great cardio. There's not a lot of holes in the game. And he's dangerous, too. He has KO power in his own right. So that's why I'm leaning Cory. Of course, I'll show up at 7 a.m. here. Appreciate you. Appreciate you. Nothing much to watch, but Joey, appreciate you. I don't know if that's a compliment or an insult, but I'll take it either way. How many of you guys, yes or no, have you watched the Apex video? Yes or no, have you watched the Apex video, which came out roughly 2 hours ago? Yes or no, let me in the chat. Let me know in the chat. I'm just curious. Let me know, let me know, let me know. Yes, yes, yes. Appreciate you guys. No, but I'll check it out soon. Yes. All right, appreciate you. I was just curious. Make sure you guys go check that out after the stream. Let me get back to where I was at. Keep throwing questions in the chat, but like this stream. Do me a favor and like this stream. And we're almost to 6,500 subscribers. We're almost there. We might get it on stream because my videos are doing pretty well. All the videos I've been putting out recently have been doing very well. And I'm 3 subscribers away, so we might hit it. We may not. We are at 6,497 subscribers. And straight up insanity. Straight up insanity, guys. Terrence is going to have that Rio de Janeiro crowd going wild. That is true. If he gets a brutal KO. Jessica Andrade is going to smash Lauren Murphy. It won't be a long fight. I pray. I'm praying to the MMA gods on that one. I favor Arman over Oliveira. Yeah, I had to look into that one deeper, but I may very well do the same. What would be a good fight for Gamrot? I'd like to see him versus Jalen Turner. If by good fight you mean winnable, though, I don't know. But as a fan, that's the fight I want to see. Do you think Conor will most likely fight on International Fight Week in July against Tony Michael or Masvidal or possibly Dustin? Yeah, something along those lines. I agree about his hands being a bit rough, but Gaethje always gets hit clean. He doesn't manage distance so well. Chandler's chin ain't great, and Poirier always gets taken down and often controlled. I would agree with that assessment. Rip Stephan Bonnar. Crazy. Pioneer of the sport. Young. UFC legend. MMA legend in general. It's crazy, man. It's crazy. Rumble Johnson, now Stephan Bonnar. Apparently his heart issues. I know he was rough, using drugs, all that stuff, probably. But it's just sad, man. When you see that shit, it's just sad. Apparently he actually died like 2 days ago. It was just announced today, though. From what I saw. But yeah, I mean, I watched him fight quite a bit. He fought as I was a fan. I'll never forget when he stepped in on short notice against Anderson Silva. I believe that was his last UFC fight, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, it was. Because he went in Bellator and fight Tito Ortiz to a split decision. But yeah, he stepped in on short notice against Anderson Silva, got finished, and then tested positive for steroids. Which, looking at him going into that fight, he was jacked out of the ordinary. So it was pretty obvious he was on PEDs. Before that, a win over Kyle Kingsbury. Igor Porachak. I don't remember how to pronounce that. So I actually only seen him fight 1, 2, 3 times in the UFC. But came into the UFC in 2005 and the Ultimate Fighter 1. Lost to Forrest Griffin in a fight that propelled the sport into the UFC into what it is today. People don't realize that. They tell the story a good bit. The UFC and Dana has before. But basically the UFC was dying. And their last ditch effort was the Ultimate Fighter 1. And the finale was Stephan Bonnar versus Forrest Griffin. And it was a crazy, wild war. And everybody tuned in. And it basically helped save the sport. Otherwise, it would have died off. So, pioneer of the sport. Sad to see him go. Sad to see his last few years riddled with controversy and, acting like a maniac and drug use and hanging out with Joshua Fabia and Diego Sanchez. But he's gone now. What can you do? Ripped to a legend. It's sad. 45 years old. Our man just has trouble finding his range with his hands that he does. Oliveira, I think, is the biggest threat to Arman. Can see it going both ways. Agreed. Except for one fight, Chandler has lost all his UFC fights. What do you think about Chandler overall in the UFC? Dana White seems to like him. That is crazy. So Chandler won Dan Hooker and Tony Ferguson. Except for one fight. Yeah, he won 2 fights. But he lost more than he won. He lost to Oliveira. He lost to Gaethje, and he lost to Poirier. So he's 3 out of 5. That's not terrible. Dariush is better than Arman. I think Dariush has a legitimate shot at beating Islam. Agreed. I want to see that matchup. I would like to see that matchup. Pretty good video. I checked it out. Appreciate you. Cheetah Vera, I think, puts Sandhagen out in 5 rounds. It was 3 rounds. I'd be concerned. Fair enough. I think 5 rounds, definitely. Any 5-round fight tends to favor Cheetah Vera, is what I was trying to say. I hate to say it, but I think Fiziv's going to end Oliveira's career. Dude gets dropped every second. He's not fighting Fiziv. But if he does, I think he gets finished by Fiziv. I just got done watching the Apex video, and it said you were live. Appreciate you. Appreciate you. Who will Merab, the idiot friend of Aljo, fight next? Probably Piotr Jan. Congratulations. Thank you, Mike. How does one get mod? I don't know, man. I don't know. I actually kind of have too many mods now. I'm kind of a control freak, and I don't know. I mean, I only have like 4 or 5 mods, honestly. But I don't know. One day I might just remove all the mods, and then I might just go back. Because, I really don't need that many. I just like to have them. Sometimes I just made them in a pinch when I'm not paying attention to the chat. But I like to really make sure of who is who. Should Merab go down to 25 since him and Aljo will not fight? Now he's just waiting for Aljo to lose. But for real, I do have the utmost respect and admiration for you. Thank you, JJ Smoke, you dick eater. Appreciate you. I'm just kidding. Appreciate you. Maybe they should have Beneil wait for the title. Agreed. And Dustin and Conor settle the beef. I think it's already been settled. Dustin done whooped his ass multiple times. And broke his leg. And 10-8'd him. And KO'd him. What's a good fight for Topuria? I would like Arnold Allen. Sign me up for Ilia Topuria, Arnold Allen. Or Ilia Topuria, Brian Ortega. Or Ilia Topuria, Max Holloway. That's the last on the list, though. Gamrot beat Armin, and Dariush beat Gamrot already. To say he beat all top 5 contenders is disrespectful to Dariush. That's not what I said. And also, Gamrot shouldn't have got that decision. Let's be honest. Why did Yoel Romero leave the UFC? No idea. The UFC and Yoel Romero, I guess, just cut ties because Yoel Romero's last fight was garbage. They had no use for him. He was old. Anyone else streams Frozen? I hope not. I would hope not. I hope nobody streams Frozen. I hope everything's looking good on your guys' end. Oh, you said it's working again? Bonnar was deeply affected by a brain trauma he took. Watch him on Mike's Wick podcast. He explained how he was and how the UFC never helped him. That's very sad. But I don't know. He's hanging out with Joshua Fabia, so who knows what's accurate there. Do you pay taxes for winning bets in Canada? I'm not in Canada, so I don't know. Okay, it's working again. Dariush, the #1 contender. Yeah, I agree. Thoughts on people saying Islam ducked RDA? I think I kind of understand where it's coming from, but it's really not true. Do you think Conor still fights a headline? Yes, he will headline a pay-per-view. Armin versus Hooker prediction. Submission win for Armin. Out grapples him. The grappling of Armin is going to be too much for Dan Hooker. Going to be too much. Merry Christmas, Joey. Thank you. Merry Christmas to you, Kat. What are you doing for Christmas? I'm not sure. I'm not sure because my fiance's sick. So, and I'm a little bit sick, but not really. So I'm not sure 100% yet. Would Fiziev versus Oliveira be a brutal finish? Yes. Is Merab a dollar store version of Habib? No. If you stay up all night, Santa will not deliver presents to your house. I know. I'm going to have to go to bed before Santa decides to want to show up and empty a sack here. Pause. You think Aldo will fight again? Boxing? Probably boxing or kickboxing. Joey's stream was frozen. Was it really? It was frozen for everyone? Damn, first Rumble, then Bonnar rip. By the way, Merry Christmas, everyone. Merry Christmas to you, USA. Yeah, I actually said that a little bit earlier in the stream. Very, very sad. Hot take, but Costa drama is dumb because after the Vittori drama, good riddance. I mean, it's definitely dumb, but I guess if he wants to get paid, he'll go get paid elsewhere then. Bitsy, thank you for the $10 holla, the $10 super chat. Joey, I'm feeling jolly. Does that rhyme? Does what rhyme? Joey, I'm feeling jolly? No, that does not rhyme. But appreciate your $10 donation. I greatly appreciate it. Or 10 something. What's 10A? What's the A stand for? But appreciate you nonetheless. Thank you for your Christmas donation. I'm glad you're feeling jolly. I will take your $10 Christmas donation. What's a good fight for Topuria? Arnold Allen. Dan should fight Clay Guida instead. Sure. Let Clay Guida get beat up. I hate Clay Guida, so yes. Who should Hooker fight next? Hanato Moicano, maybe? Something like Hanato Moicano. I think that makes a lot of sense. Joe, do you think Santa's going to bring you marijuana socks and a vape? I'm hoping so, along with some Venom gear. As we all know, Patty's trash, but a bigger star. Should UFC make Topuria a bigger star out of Patty? Your thoughts? I don't think they're going to do that. But I would love it. 100%. Advice on how to get your wife to love you? Don't ask questions like that. I don't know. I don't know. That's a weird question. Thank you again, Bitsy, for the $10. Apparently, it's Australian dollars. Appreciate you. Roy Nelson would be a good Santa. That's true. Are you celebrating Christmas alone with the wife or the family? Probably just alone because I usually celebrate. I usually have two of the main people I have over is my grandmother, who's 84 years old, and my uncle, who's 87 years old. And we're both kind of sick right now, so I think we're just gonna like have a Christmas dinner like later in the week or something, just so we don't get them sick. What's your favorite genre of music? I don't really have a favorite genre. I just listen to kind of all different things. I don't have a particular genre that I listen to. Australian dollars, I think. Appreciate you. Is the three freaks in the top of lightweight ever going to fight anyone but each other? Yes, they will next. They will next. They probably do Diego Ferreira versus Patty next. Dude, Diego Ferreira would dominate him, I think. I think Diego Ferreira would dominate him. If we're being honest here. I don't think that'd be even a competitive fight. I don't think it would be a competitive fight. I mean, you're really scraping the best fighter I think Paddy Pimblett has a chance to beat is Claudio Puelles. Why do you hate Clay Guida? I can't stand Clay Guida. He's so annoying. He's got a terrible fight style the last 10 years. And dude thinks he won every fight even though he's straight up garbage. I hate Clay Guida. I want Clay Guida to lose every fight. Do you dress up as Santa for the kids? All you need is a hat and some hair dye? No, I do not. Hooker versus Arman was announced? No. They should make Moicano a bigger star using Patty. That'd be funny, but they're not going to do it just yet. They're going to give Patty a couple more trash cans that we never heard of. They're going to book him against guys we never heard of. For another year or so, would be my guess. Another 3 or 4 fights, I would say. Let me X out of this. X out of this. Do I need that? Yes. Okay, I'm going to see something really quick. Guys, do me a favor. If you have not already, I would greatly appreciate it if you like the stream. I'm curious to check something out. Ugh. Okay, that answers that question. I thought Roy Nelson was hilarious. Okay. It was crazy that he was just going out there and knocking dudes dead. Does Islam beat Leon Edwards? Probably not, but depends how much size he puts on. But I'll say probably not. Prefer smash burgers or hot dogs? Probably smash burgers. Depends if the hot dog has the UFC logo branded. Exactly. If they use the UFC hot dog brander, 100%. I mean, I use that at every cookout. But if it doesn't, then I'm going with the smash burger, you know. So you got to check out the UFC hot dog brander, in my opinion. They used to sell it on the UFC's website. Now they're selling Hezbollah belts. Have you guys seen that? Let me look at that up. UFC Hezbollah title belt, I think it is. Yeah. UFC collectibles. You ready for this? $400 for a Hezbollah official signed replica desktop belt. Own this unique piece of UFC. Let me just copy and paste this. Imagine typing this out. I'm posting it in the chat. This is from the description. Oh, no. Let's see what I can get in here. Because it doesn't all fit. I just gotta delete so much to get in. Here's only part of it. That's the description. That's the description of the Hezbollah belt. There's more to it. But that's the majority of it right there. Own this unique piece of UFC memorabilia, an official replica desktop belt signed by mini Habib himself, Hezbollah Magomedov. Hezbollah Magomedov, a Russian social media star. And then it goes on. Let's see. A Russian social media star has become a popular face in the UFC. With a big fan base both in the sport and across social media, the Russian influencer is also a fighter himself, participating in lower scale MMA fighting tournaments. You now have, oh, this is a good part. Let me copy and paste this. This is too much. This is too much. This is too much, guys. Imagine doing that. Oh my God. Let me do this. And then boom, boom. You now have an incredible opportunity to own this official signed memorabilia from the influencer, including the replica desktop belt that features the signature from Hezbollah himself. Add this unmissable collectible to your UFC collection. What an embarrassment. What an absolute embarrassment. Could you imagine purchasing that? What kind of clown would purchase that? Embarrassment to the community. That's what it would be. An outright, damn right embarrassment to the community would buy that. Okay, where are we at? 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 Nobody wants that Hezbollah bitch ass belt? Yeah. I think you rebook Alex Perez 284 against an up and comer. Alex Perez is fighting Manel Kopp in March now. Hey Joey, hope you're doing well. Appreciate you, homework. What's your take on Jack? I don't know who that is. Do you think you can knock out Alex Tiny Perez? No. Merry Christmas, Joey. Merry Christmas, Fight Life. If JP knocks out Patty during sparring, would UFC still promote him as much? JP, who are you talking about? JP knocks out Patty during sparring. Not sure if this has been asked, but Darren Wynn being cut from the UFC after being injured at the PI. I think it's a terrible look. But I understand that people are just going to say, well, he doesn't belong in the UFC anyway. Happy holidays. Enjoy your Christmas and Christmas Eve and New Year. Thank you for teaching me about MMA and the UFC. Can't wait for next year of fights. Thank you for watching. Thank you for enjoying the channel and learning from the channel, man. And I appreciate you. And I hope you have a happy holiday and a Merry Christmas and a great Christmas Eve and a great New Year and a great New Year's Eve. And appreciate you. $400? Yes. What weight class does Hezbollah fight at? No idea. I hear they're bringing... I don't even care. Damn, I missed to capitalize. Damn, I need to capitalize this incredible opportunity. Yeah, I heard it for 10 easy payments. Probably 10 easy payments. I like how they got the pictures of Hezbollah signing the belt. And then they got the pictures of it chilling on the desk. That's hilarious. That is hilarious. They would never let Patty spar JP because JP would KO him. Best in-ring stare down: Diego Sanchez versus Clay Guida or Crow Cop Wanderlei? Crow Cop Wanderlei. Yeah, what a waste of money spending on Venom instead. Exactly. Thoughts on Molina being suspended by NSAC? It has to do with James Krause. It has to do with James Krause. I'm pretty confident in that. I'm pretty confident in that. It just... Jeff Molina trains with Krause. His fight was immediately called off when James Krause was suspended. My guess is he's saying, you know what? I'm sticking with Krause. I'm training with Krause. And I respect the loyalty. I respect the loyalty. But I can't wait to find out more information. I'll buy it if it says, but wait. If you buy in the next 24 hours, you'll get a second belt for only $299. Then that's a deal I can't refuse. Imagine how many can you buy? Let's see how many you can put in the cart. I'm going to see how many can I. It says limited stock. You can't put multiple in your cart? Let's see. I got 15 in my cart right now. Let's see how many I can get more. And let me put 26. See if I can get 40 in here. Let you put 40 in there. Let's try 100 in here. How many they got of this, John? If you buy 100 Hezbollah official signed replica belts, it's $40,000. How many can you possibly buy? Let me put 500. It still says there's 500. Let me buy 1,000. It's okay, so it must not. The website must not know. Yeah, they even let me put 20,000 in. If I want to buy 20,000 Hezbollah official signed replica desktop belts, it will cost me $7,999,800 plus tax and shipping. Imagine if I'm about to order this on my American Express right now. I want to know what the UFC says when I order $7 million worth of Hezbollah belts. Could you imagine? I think my card would get declined for sure, but it would still be hilarious to try. Joe, will you do a giveaway for that belt? Yeah, guys, donate the money. I'll buy it right now. $400 in donations, and I'll buy it. Who wins, Chris Cyborg or CM Punk? Chris Cyborg. Thoughts on Amir Albazi's ceiling? Can he beat Muhammad Mokaev? That'd be an interesting matchup. I'm not sure of his ceiling because he just beat a guy making his UFC debut. And it wasn't easy. It wasn't easy for him. So, but I think he's a top contender for sure, at the minimum, a top contender. But I'm not 100% confident he's going to be like a future champion or anything. Nothing jumps off the page at me and says, oh, this guy's so great. What are your thoughts on UFC making pay-per-views $80, and will you make a video on that? I probably won't make a video because I have a bunch of other videos I have to make. But it's disturbing. We talked about it the other day. The UFC is just going to continue to do this. And continue to do it. And continue to do it. And pay-per-view prices go up. Fighter pay goes down or stays plateaus, stays the same. And it's just a real shitty look for the sport. And they'll just continue to do it. I mean, it's for me, it's 85 if you include tax. And then you have to pay $10 a month for ESPN Plus. It's $90 for a month for pay-per-view. It's crazy. Can Hezbollah beat up Patty? No. Joe, what kind of fight are you expecting from Chito and Sandhagen? I think it'll be a great fight where Chito has some moments, but Sandhagen wins the majority of it. What do you do if they gave Max a 4-shot at Alex throw up? Who is Armin fighting in Perth? I doubt he fights in Perth, but if he does, it'll be against Dan Hooker. When your channel gets big, Joey, would you ever buy a UFC replica belt and hang it in the background of your videos and streams? No. I'm embarrassed at anyone that buys replica belts, to be honest. I mean, like, seriously, I've been to events before, and you see clowns like wandering around, like carrying the replica belts, and I think it's actually really embarrassing. Imagine buying a JP Buys event worn jersey. Oh my God, Neil Magny signed event worn jersey, but look at his picture with his hairline. Oh my God, it's so bad. It's so bad. Jeez Louise. Let's see what they got here. Event worn. We'll click on signed. Rodolfo Vieira event worn jersey. Who wants that? I'm looking for signed stuff, signed photographs. Event worn. How do they not have a Leon Edwards head kick KO autograph? I mean, how is that even possible? They got dumbass Aljamain Sterling from 273. They don't. How do they not have a Leon Edwards head kick KO? They got Gaethje teep kicking Michael Chandler. They got Kevin Holland beating up Alex Cowboy Oliveira. They got Michael Chandler doing a backflip. Oh my God, they got dumbass Michael Chandler with a front kick. How do they not have Leon Edwards head kick KO? That I would buy. They got Leon Edwards beating up Nate Diaz in a terrible picture that's not even cool. They got Leon Edwards beating up Rafael Dos Anjos. They got Gilbert Burns beating up Woodley. Casey O'Neill signed gloves. Vicente Luque against Tyron Woodley signature. Calvin Cater. Where's the good shit at? Kelvin Gastelum. Marvin Vittori. Justin Gaethje again. Yeah, there's nothing really. Alejandra Pantoja event worn jersey. Imagine buying a Ji Young Kim signed event jersey for $200. What an embarrassment that would be. What an embarrassment. I'm just looking through here. Jack Shore signed hoodie, $350. Dustin Stolfus event worn jersey, $300. Are they even selling this shit? Ricky Torricios, or Torricios, I think is how you pronounce it. Jeez Louise. Caio Barillo signed worn jersey, $800. I can't even look through this anymore. I can't even look through this. This is crazy. This is crazy, 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 crazy. Yeah. I have no idea where I was at now. Thoughts on Sanko doing commentary in 2023? The commentary team's garbage. She can just add to being garbage for the commentary as well. So, they're all terrible in my opinion. But it's a hard job to succeed at. So, much respect to whoever decides to do it. Patty versus Ankalaev. Who do you got? Come on now. Have you seen the Octagon matte laptop cases? What an odd thing to have. No, I have not. Where's this UFC store? Where's just the general UFC store? Let's see. I want to like see like the random. Okay, here's UFC store. I just want to see like your random. Let's see UFC holiday gift guide. Hezbollah shirts, Venom hoodies, UFC replica belts. Imagine buying a UFC watch. What a fucking clown you'd have to be to buy a UFC watch. Let's see how much that is. I'm done. UFC Premium Octagon 14K yellow gold, $1,600. Imagine buying the UFC Octagon 3-stroke pendant. I'm looking at UFC jewelry right now. This is an embarrassment. What a clown you'd have to be to buy that bullshit. All right, where's the rest of this shit? I want to see random stuff. The classic logo collection, I guess. Okay, that's not it. Let's check out the new arrivals. Just some shirts, some Hezbollah shirts, some Sugar Show shirts. All these shirts are ugly too. Ugly. Where's the random shit? Let's see. Oh, the plushes. Let's look at the plushes. Look how ugly these plush dolls are. The one from George St. Pierre literally looks like I can't even go into that one. I'm not even gonna get into that, to be quite honest. Let's look up footwear. Ooh, the Brahma Bull sliders, the Project Rock X UFC slides. Hold up a second. What a clown you would have to be to buy these. You guys, look at these slides right here. Look at these UFC slides. What an absolute embarrassment. Imagine buying these and wearing these around town. Hold on. Imagine wearing those around town. Imagine what a clown you would have to be to buy those for $70 plus tax and shipping. There's somebody right now wearing it. Oh, they're $40. I apologize. They're $40 plus tax and shipping. The Project Rocks X slides are $70. There's somebody watching this stream right now, like kicking off their UFC slides and just hating the world. I'm trying to see what else, like the random stuff they got. Equipment. Okay, that's just UFC equipment. Gifts and more. Trading card, action figures, office. Let's see office. Home office. You can buy a UFC stool for $300. A UFC Flare 8 speaker. It's like a UFC speaker for $500. A UFC retro pager for $125. UFC cozy for $10. UFC money clip. UFC pop and catch, whatever the hell that is. Imagine buying a replica UFC pager. What's the market for this shit? I could look through their website all day. UFC black pub table, $600. I'd like to know who comes up with this shit. Let's look for cookware. Let's take a look at cookware. UFC spatula, UFC Pride spatula, UFC Hostess apron. Okay. What else they got? Cufflinks, rings, watches, jewelry. Let's view all collectibles. You can buy a pack of the cards. Okay, the UFC Ultimate Man bobblehead looks pretty cool. Looks kind of cool. Imagine buying a UFC lanyard just for the hell of it. The Conor bobblehead's ugly as hell. The Daniel Cormier bobblehead's ugly as hell. They have nothing on the actual MMA bobbleheads. The guy that officially does that stuff. Yeah, I'm embarrassed. Okay, back to the questions, guys. Back to the questions here. I have not seen the Octagon Matt. Do you think the way judging is now, Conor will win any fight that's taking the decision no matter how bad the beatdown? At this point, yes. Well, Hezbollah, no. Does AP move to light heavyweight if he wins the Izzy rematch? Probably. If you order 7 million Hezbollah belts, Dana White come to your house personally to grant you one wish. Imagine. Stupid question, but how does Amanda Nunes do in the men's bantamweight division? I think she gets starched. Do you think Dana wish he kept CM Punk to fight Patty? Yes. I love your video on the UFC Apex. Just curious, could UFC not put the same size octagon in the Apex? Like they can't fit it in there. They could. They said it. I talked about it in the video. They said, Dana said it just doesn't look right in there. "2022 is the worst year in UFC. 3 deaths in the UFC this year is crazy." 3. You have Rumble. You have Stephan Bonnar. Who else am I forgetting? Come on, Magny is a cool guy. Fair enough. I think replica belts are cool for like a wall piece or something, but yeah, people who carry them around look stupid. Why do UFC auction off event use laptop cases? I never waste my money on worthless garbage. Yeah, some people do, I guess. MMA Joe, do you think Dan Hooker won't sign to fight Arman? I bet they're offering him Demir, Gamrot, Arman for the 3 required contractual obligation. I don't see Dan Hooker turning down the fight. I'm not sure you're wanting to spend the sign, but the signed UFC 278 poster would be an awesome piece. The posters are too big. You can't do nothing with them because they're too big. Pause. They're just, if you get them framed, it's going to cost you like $200, $300 to get it framed. If it's already framed, you got nowhere to hang it because it's so big. Pause again. I get it. That's what she said. Haha. Someone say it in the chat already. So for me, I like small but high quality autographed photos, like 8x10s or a little bit bigger than that. Why doesn't UFC push Leon Edwards more? They might start. I don't think I see good UFC merch anymore. It's basically Venom garbage and the Rock shoes. Yeah. The UFC's merch is just garbage. The UFC's merch is just garbage. Let me see something really quick. Okay. Guys, it's about to be Christmas in 4 minutes. It's about to be Christmas where I'm at, guys. So make sure you wish me a Merry Christmas in 4 minutes. I don't think I see good. Okay, read that. Why doesn't UFC push read that? I want to see Sugar Sean versus Marab. Dude, what Marab Davalishvili would do to him. Badly. They sell UFC mystery boxes. I don't want to know what the mystery is. The UFC just completely out of touch with ordinary guys' wallet? Yes. Who is your pick to fight Patty next? Who does the UFC make him fight? Probably, if I had a gun to my head, Claudio Puelles. I know based on the rankings, this wouldn't make sense, but Drew Dober, Michael Chandler would be a fun one. Agreed. Can you buy Derek Lewis's cup? No, you cannot. That guy has it, and he's still sniffing it to this day. To be fair, UFC merch is still better than Thick Boy merch. I've never looked at Thick Boy merch. Who's your favorite fighter of the year? I don't know. Do you know what's going on with Jeff Molina? Do you think he's connected? Yes. I think he might be standing behind James Krause and saying, "Look, I'm still training with him. He's innocent. I'm not going to change my training habits on the ruse of a lie." So, yeah, I think that's what's. I'm just speculating, pure speculation there, no facts behind that. I think he's probably just saying, "Look, he's innocent. I'm training with him." I wouldn't wear those UFC slides to save someone's life, bro. Who pricing this shit? Oh, Elias Theodoro. Future prospects at MMA: Topuria, Jack Della Maddalena, Yanez, Hamzat, Arman, O'Malley, Nicolau, Pantoja, Saeed. Some of those I wouldn't even say they're prospects. They're already contenders. I got the Pride spatula. I bet you do. Some of the merchandise should come free with purchase of pay-per-view events. Lamau, come on, UFC, send me a spatula. Imagine you get a spatula with the purchase of every pay-per-view. UFC's third-party merch is Probs Fire. Okay. I don't know. I like the good, high-quality autographed images. You can get a Dana White autograph for $200 to $400. Who would want that? Who would want that? Sambo versus wrestling, which is more dominant? I have no idea. I'll say Sambo. Sambo. Merry Christmas, Joey. Merry Christmas to you, Toby. Who's your favorite non-white fighter? I don't know. I don't know. I don't really I mean, I have favorite fighters that I like watching, but I don't know. I love Jose Aldo, but technically he's retired. Hamzat Chimaev, I don't know. Is he considered white? I don't know. I'll say Chris Curtis. Chris Curtis. There you go. Could SpongeBob beat up... Anybody could beat up Patty at this point. Are you going to do a pick of the year video like for every major topic? I don't know about every major topic, but I'm definitely going to do like top 5 fights of the year. Probably top 5. I don't know. Definitely top 5 fights of the year. Depending on... I have a bunch of other videos ideas I want to get out, and then I want to get a jump start on some predictions. So, I don't know yet what exactly I'm doing. Happy holidays, Joe. It is officially Christmas where I'm at. It is December 25th. I'm streaming on Christmas right now. I'm officially streaming on Christmas, guys. So, Merry Christmas to you guys. Why is Santa's sack so big? Because he only comes once a year. Okay? Merry Christmas to you guys. Happy holidays, Joey. Same to you. Would you prefer to buy a Patty wig or a Dana autograph? A Patty wig. What are your thoughts on Prime Woodley? He was alright. I was never super high on him. Would it be smart to bet Cheeto KO or bet Sandhagen decision? I'd go Sandhagen decision. Do you think they do Tony versus Patty next? Possibly. But I think they do Claudio Puelles. Merry Christmas, Merry Christmas. Patty with the Dana autograph. I choose wood chipper. Agreed. Merry Christmas, Joey, from my family to yours. Thank you, Bert's dad. I appreciate you, Bert's dad. I really do appreciate it. Thank you for your support. You know, you don't have to show all your support all the time, but I greatly appreciate it. You and your family, and your son, wishing me a happy holiday. I hope you and your family have a good Christmas as well, Bert's dad. You've probably been asked this, but what will you do an end of the year championship prediction? Yes. Yes, yes, yes. My nose just itched violently. Merry Christmas to you and yours, Joey. Thank you, John. Thank you, John. I appreciate it. Merry Christmas, bro. Found your channel a couple months ago, and I'll be a long-time viewer for sure. Happy to have you here, Eric. Happy to have you here. I'm glad you're here on Christmas, spending Christmas with me. I mean, I can't believe guys are just chilling out here on Christmas. But I guess it is what it is. There's probably no other MMA channels streaming right now. We're going to get 20K in 2023. We're going to get 20K subs in 2023, guys. How about that? How about that? That's going to be pretty awesome, if you ask me. Billy, thank you for your $10 donation. Put this towards your UFC watch or maybe your next Wingstop bill. Merry Christmas, Joey. It'll definitely go towards the UFC watch. It's not going towards the Wingstop because Wingstop is straight up garbage. But thank you, Billy, for your $10 donation. I greatly appreciate it. Thank you, Billy L. Appreciate you for your $10 donation. Okay, where were we at? Put this towards your UFC watch or next Wingstop bill. That was a well-placed donation message. I'll tell you that one. That was a well-crafted donation message. Bringing in Wingstop. My only Christmas is Izzy and Olives get their belts back. Fair enough. Merry Christmas, man. I hope you get a lot of Patty Wigs and Dana White autographs and Venom gear and Rock shoes. Merry Christmas, Joey. Super thankful for my favorite MMA channel. Appreciate you. Gotta dream big. Yep. I'm 28 now and the holidays aren't the same, so kicking it with the boys is all right. Agreed. Who will have a winning in... Who did you have winning in the Thompson Woodley draw? I don't even remember. It's been so long now. I don't remember. Just have to keep pumping out content? Yes, but I pump out quality stuff. I don't make up any bullshit. I don't do any bullshit videos where I'm just making up horse shit. It's got to be quality stuff. Otherwise, I'm not putting it out. You know, I told you guys the other day I was going to do the... If you guys tune into my live streams on a regular basis, I let you guys know like what videos are coming up. Or if you're in the Discord, the members Discord, I always fill the guys in the Discord in about what videos I'm doing. So, you guys want some behind the scenes looks? Link is in the description. Become a member. It's $3 and you get a bunch of benefits. A bunch of benefits. Will UFC ever bring back women's featherweight? If they don't, they should just take the belt from Nunes. She never defends it. What's the point? Probably. They'll probably bring it back. Joe, do you have New Year's resolutions? I'm never really big New Year's resolution guy because I always have goals. I always have goals regardless, but I'll say 20K subscribers is a New Year's resolution. Something like that. But I always have goals. Always have goals on different things. Billy's Pizza and Wings is another story. Yeah. I heard that is delicious. Come on down to Billy's Pizza and Wings. Get yourself a muffler and some pizza. What are your thoughts on Rizin Bellator? I hope people aren't forgetting about that pay-per-view. Is it a pay-per-view? I haven't really put too much thought into it, to be honest. But I'll probably watch it. What are your thoughts? Okay, read that. I don't know how I ended up trying to read that twice. What are your thoughts on the Ali Act that might be brought into the UFC? Biscuit Farm, Merry Christmas to you. I saw your comment. Never got a chance to respond because I started jumping on stream. But Merry Christmas. I'm curious. I haven't looked into the Ali Act enough, but I doubt it. I feel a feeling it's never going to get passed, to be honest. Happy holidays to you, Joey, except for MMA farting. Yeah. Speaking of wings, what's your favorite wing place? America's Best Wings. Shout out to Domino's, Alfredo Pizza, and Alfredo Dish Bowls. Delicious. Okay. Who's your favorite Mexican fighter? I don't know. I don't pay attention. I don't really pay attention to people's ethnicity. But I guess Brandon Moreno? Maybe. You doing any videos with Lynch soon? Probably. Ask him next time he's on live. Probably, though. Definitely, but I don't know how soon. Is there any chance the UFC signs Nate Diaz to a one-fight contract to finish the McGregor series? Yes, it is possible. Would not surprise me. Would not surprise me if McGregor versus Nate Diaz happens summer of 2023, fall of 2023. Because at this point, I think Nate Diaz has fallen off so much, it would be an easy win for it would be an easy win for Conor McGregor, most likely. Riddled up on PEDs. Nate Diaz is full of, CT at this point. Best fighter to never touch a belt, Yoel Romero. I feel like Bellator is really bad at promoting their fights. I even have a hard time finding their start time. I talk about this all the time, Aiden. I agree. NKS, thank you for your $2 super chat for the college fund. Appreciate you. Where you been at, man? But appreciate your donation. I feel like Bellator, yeah, they're terrible at promoting their fight. They're terrible at promoting their fights. I parlayed McKee and Archuleta. I'm not too familiar with their opponents, so I don't know. I have to look into the card more. You watch Kyan Kimura's channel? No, I do not. Connor would kill Nate. Agree. Any with Guru? I don't know what you're saying there. What are you trying to ask? I don't understand. What's next for Tony, in my opinion, is the parting ways with the UFC papers. I think he'll get at least one more fight, to be quite honest. I think he will get at least one more fight. But we'll see. We'll see. I think they'll give him another fight. But that's only because he took the fight on short notice against Li Jingliang, then took a 24-hour notice fight with Nate Diaz. I think the UFC will give him another fight. Joey, I paid so much for the Perth card, and now it's falling apart. That's super unfortunate. It was so great at one point in time, and now it looks like garbage. I hope they book some more fights on it. I think Nate being vegan messed up with his progress. I began for a bit and it literally drains you strength-wise. But he's been that way for years. Streams with Guru. Am I doing streams with Guru? Probably not. Bellator is owned by Viacom, probably the largest media company in the world. Why don't they take advantage of that? No idea. No, they do a horrible job. I mean, they could hire me as a promoter and I'd do a better job. I can't figure out half the time what the start times are. The website's not intuitive. They do a terrible job of promoting their fights. So, first off, they need to redo their website. Like, let's go to Bellator right now. Let's see if I can find. Hopefully it's easy. Let's see. Maybe they've improved it. Bellator.com. Okay, let's click on this. It does not tell me a prelim start time. It does not even show me the card on the prelims. I have no idea. No idea what the start time is. And I'm on their website. It says 5 hours and 23 hours and 49 minutes until Bellator versus Rizin. But does that mean the prelims? It says 5 days, 23 hours, 49 minutes. I don't know if I read that wrong. But it doesn't. Is that the prelims? Is that the main card? Is that a pre-fight show? What is that exactly? What exactly is that? So it's like, how is it this hard to figure out when your card is? What's crazy is, geez, you look at their rankings, they only have top 10. Jeez Louise, these rankings are hideous. They're pound for pound fight. Yeah, ugh. Patricio Pitbull's good. Vadim Nemkov's good. AJ McKee's good. Yaroslav Amosov's good. Johnny Eblin's good. Ryan Bader, garbage. Usman Nurmagomedov, very good. Sergio Pettis, very good. Rafion Stotts, decent. Gegard Mousasi, okay. And that's their top 10 pound for pound. So, we'll see what happens. Do you think Tony has that one physical condition where he can't feel pain? Probably. Any chance Taito Avasa climbs back up the rankings? Anything's possible, but for me, I believe it's doubtful. I think he came back way too soon. I agree. Who will Costa fight if he refused to fight Robert since he has one more fight contract? I don't know. I hope the UFC finds a way to put that fight back together. Joe Lozon versus Patty. I'd take Joe Lozon in that one too. Man, I'm so pumped for Glover's fight. They tried to screw him over. Yes, it's business, but then things worked out in his favor. I'm beginning to think MMA gods exist. First Nate, now Glover. Yeah, it seems like somebody's pulling the strings. Mr. Joey, when you join the UFC, what weight class will be fight at? And I have soon before you're champion. I'm not even sure what that's trying to say, but if I'm in the UFC, I should probably be fighting at light heavyweight. Are you in a wheelchair by any chance? No. I went vegan for a month and almost lost 15 pounds and felt amazing. I'm happy for you. I'm happy for you. I'm happy for you. That's pretty crazy. I can't imagine if Tony had fought Leach, that would have been a massacre. Agreed. I mean, he would have got brutally KO'd. Brutally KO'd by the Leach. And short notice still. Did anything come up yet of Patty's investigation to the judge and Patty's fight? Apparently the guy judged in Bellator days before. We will never hear if anything comes of it. Because they keep all that stuff in-house. So we will never hear of it. And they're just investigating him for the Danny Sabatello Rafion Stotts card. Where Rafion Stotts clearly won. And he gave it to Danny Sabatello 50-45. Which is a terrible scorecard. It's an embarrassment. Merry Christmas, Joey. Hope you have a great day. Same to you, Jerry. Appreciate you. Guys, if you have not yet liked the stream, do me a favor, like the stream. If you are not subscribed to the channel, go subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications. I would greatly, 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 greatly appreciate it. But run up the likes on the stream. It's Christmas. I'm streaming on Christmas, guys. It's 12/13. It's 12/13. It is Christmas Day right now. And I'm on stream discussing MMA. Run up the likes on the stream. Tony should be fighting. Tony should let the fighting be the thing of the past and focus on Harvard. Yeah, I wish he would go focus on another career. So you will KO Yuri and sub Glover? Sure. You think Tony could beat Patty? Yes. Can you do a Yoel Romero impression? No. Do you watch any other sports other than MMA? I watch football a little bit. I used to be a religious football fan, basically. I watch a little bit of baseball, and that's pretty much it. And I barely watch baseball, to be honest. So. But I watch football here and there when I have time. It's hard keeping up with MMA. It's hard to keep up with MMA. So my love for other sports has disappeared because it's just impossible to keep up with it. Let me move this a little bit. Imagine if, okay, read that. Joey, how long the stream going tonight? No idea. Probably another 20 minutes or so. Tried Sugar's joint papers and they suck. Okay. Playoff baseball is sick. It's always a cool atmosphere, playoff baseball. Does anyone even watch the grappling stuff the UFC does? Not that I know of. Not that I know of. I had to do it to him. What are you talking about, Prison Mike? Are you ever going to fill me in with what the hell you're talking about? What you're doing to him? It's actually pretty crazy you keep saying that. You said it in the beginning of the stream and now you're back. Who is your bantamweight champion by the end of next year? Probably Henry Cejudo. Man, Hamzat gets awfully brave calling out non-wrestlers and smaller guys, but the moment Costa Vittori or Nickel call him out, he either deflects or ignores it. I don't know. But you are right. But he's calling out Colby for a while. He called out Gilbert for a while. He said he would fight Bilal. The UFC just wanted to use him as a hitman to beat up Nate. But it is kind of annoying. I see what you're saying. Bitsy, thank you for your $5 Australian, your 5 Australian super chat, whatever you want to call it, the super sticker, I guess. Thank you, Bitsy, for the Christmas donation. I greatly appreciate you, Bitsy. With your, I guess it's a cat painting a picture saying number 1. Thank you, Bitsy, for the donation. Appreciate you, Bitsy. Thank you, Bitsy. Bitsy, thank you. Appreciate you. Thanks, Bitsy. There you go. You got your $5 worth right there. I'll tell you that much. Apparently, Rose is grappling this week, and there's like 100 articles on it. Who gives a fuck? Agreed. I couldn't give less of a rat's ass. You couldn't pay me to watch Rose Namajunas grapple. Pat Barry probably in her corner saying weird off-the-wall shit. I hate Rose Namajunas and I hate Pat Barry more. It's an embarrassment to the sport. That Carla Esparza's second fight. Rose and Carla should have both been cut. I'm so glad Weili Zhang just whooped her ass and took that belt away from her because it was really an embarrassment. Who could beat Hamzat Bo Nickel? Nah, I don't think Bo Nickel's beating Hamzat. It would have to be Usman, Leon, Colby, or Bilal at welterweight. Merry Christmas, bro. Love from Scotland. Who would fight between Merab and O'Malley? Go. I think they could surprise us and make that happen. Dude, Merab would ragdoll O'Malley badly and beat the piss out of him on the ground. What are your thoughts on the Paulo Costa situation? I bet he's getting underpaid. I mean, he did sign the contract. He's definitely getting underpaid. I think Paulo thinks he's more than he's worth. I think Paulo thinks he's worth more than he is. And I think the UFC is stingy and cheap as shit. And I think it just leads to a terrible situation for both parties and terrible for the fans. And I have an entire video dedicated on it. It's on the channel right now. Let me go take a look. I think it's 3 videos ago. I've been pumping out videos all week, guys. People say, oh, what are you going to do in the off time? I mean, there's plenty of videos to make. It is. So I have the Apex video. I have the Marlon Vera, Cory Sandhagen video. I have the Chris Curtis, almost an hour video with Chris Curtis, I guess. I got the Dagestani video. I got the Whitaker Paulo Costa video, 18 minutes long on the channel. So I've been pumping out stuff nonstop. I probably won't have a video out tomorrow. Probably going to not do anything tomorrow. And then I'll probably be back on Monday with something else. I got a bunch of video ideas just in the bank waiting to be used up. Andre Muniz is the one who can beat Hamzat. Doubtful. Bo Nickel, top 15 by end of the year? No. Yeah, probably. What current UFC fighter smokes the most weed? Don't know, don't care. I'm just playing. There's more, not many. Okay? Will Islam actually be able to defend the belt 5 or 6 times? Probably. No, maybe. I don't know. Who's your best football player? I guess Lamar Jackson. Shavkat could beat Hamzat. Hamzat could just dominate him. It'd be interesting. It'd be very interesting. Joey, I'm broke now. I don't think you are. I don't think you are. But if you are, I'm very sorry for that. You're making me feel uncomfortable now. Who could you see Sean Brady fight next? Not going to lie. He beat Bilal. I thought he beat Bilal pretty easily. I thought he would beat Bilal pretty easily. I did not think he would beat him easily. But I don't know who he fights next. Someone coming off a loss. Probably Vicente Luque, maybe. I was looking at the rankings on Tapology and someone created a sexiest female fighter rankings. No, there's not. No, there's not. How do you find this? I got to see this. Rankings. Custom. You click on custom. I see it. Please tell me Werner Jandaroba is number 1. Nope. This ranking has no credibility. Karate Hottie at number 2. Lena, I don't even know who the hell this is. Who's making these rankings? I don't know who's making these rankings. Where's Werner Jandaroba at? She's not even on the top 50? Ooh. Ooh. I mean, for me, Werner Jandaroba is always number 1, in my opinion. I can't believe she's not on there. Send super chats if you think Werner Jandaroba is the best looking female fighter in the UFC. Hi, Joey. Hey. Shavkat the dark horse at 170. Agreed. Andre Muniz and Shavkat are probably the only ones who can beat Hamzat. I disagree, but okay. I was looking at a negative 334 Shavkat line, knowing it would jump to 500 overnight, and I still didn't bet it. Yeah, you never know. Jeff Neal could beat him. Also, one more thing about Hamzat. He's so entitled. Pereira wins, and he's calling for a title. Like, there are 5 guys in the division who paid their dues to get that shot before him. Yeah, Hamzat definitely doesn't come off as a clown here and there. But I think he's just trying to stay relevant. Winner of Sandhagen fights Jan. I don't know. It depends what happens. Depends what happens. I read an article that Pat Barry groomed Rose. Is that true? I'm not sure exactly the entire situation, but it's definitely a weird situation for sure. You let your personal opinion affect O'Malley's skills. O'Malley can KO. No, I don't. But okay. If that's what you want to think, that's fine. Rest in peace, Stephan Bonnar. Agreed. Whitaker versus Pereira, 284. Sign me up. I think Shavkat Rakhmonov give Hamzat a run for his money. Would love to see it. O'Malley's really skilled and the only person to rock Jan. Who you think won the O'Malley versus Jan fight? Jan clearly won, and I don't even think Jan got rocked in that fight. I don't know how people picked Buckley to beat Curtis. Curtis was an underdog. I could not believe it. That's why I bet it. I want Thug Rose versus Pena. No. The guy is smoking crack. Carlos Esparza at 16. What are you talking about? Oh, is it? I didn't look at it. I didn't even see that. That's hilarious, though. You are her number 1, too? Hey, Joey, just watched your Apex video. Great content, friend. Appreciate you. Pumping out videos on Christmas Eve. And that is a damn good thumbnail, if I do say so myself. I found the perfect picture. Perfect thumbnail, perfect title. Everything is just looking perfect. The views on the channel have been doing very, very well recently. It's funny, if you see my Marlon Vera Cory Sandhagen video, you can see it's daytime in the background, which is very rare for my videos. I don't remember the last time I had a daytime video. Let me take a look. Well, that's not going to be it, and that's not going to be it. That's not... Yeah, I don't remember the last time I had a daytime video. Because it gets dark so early now. Yep. But wanted to pump that out quick. Okay. You were her number 1, too. Yan didn't get a little rocked, just a little stun. His feet were there, exactly. I don't think he was rocked. He got touched up a little bit with that knee, but that's it. Who would win, Rachmaninoff or Chimaev? I'd go Chimaev right now. Wonderboy versus Pereira, who wins? Wonderboy all day. Easy win for him. Do you think Darren Till could reach a belt at 170? No. He's not even a good gatekeeper anymore. What's up, Joey? Fan of the channel. Thank you, Prime. Appreciate you. Thoughts on Sergey Pavlovich? Wouldn't surprise me if he becomes heavyweight champion. He's got KO power, super technical in the feet, super long reach. It wouldn't shock me if he went out there and KO'd Francis Ngannou. Do you think Chris Cyborg is hot? Stop it right now. Kai Kara France is one of the best takedown defense in flyweight. Okay. Sean Strickland comes off as goofy, but he's a damn good fighter. Very tricky, no quit. If he only listened to his coaches, no wrestling with Pereira, and didn't use the teep with Cannonier. Okay. 284 looking way worse than 282. Yeah, 284 is kind of falling apart at the moment. I feel like UFC cards are falling apart more often than before. It happens all the time. It happens all the time. Pavlovich versus Ngannou would be insane. Would be crazy. I don't know why I said insane. I filled it. I changed your word for you. I agree. That'd be crazy. Crazy. It'd be fun to watch, though. Sign me up. I would love to watch it. If for instance, Ngannou goes out there and KOs John Jones. Sergey Pavlovich. Next up. Next up, in my opinion. That's a stretch too far, my friend. No way to... Yeah, okay. Would you pick Pavlovich over Ngannou? I think Ngannou would probably out-wrestle him. But it'd be very interesting, for sure. Just rewatched Cater versus Holloway. One of the favorites fights that the judges had. It gave it 50-44. 42. Jeez Louise. I didn't know that. That's crazy. Or maybe you mean 50... Geez, 50-42? I don't even know what that numbers add up to. Or what numbers that would be. Do you think the rumor about Usman? No, it's not true. Pavlovich may be the most powerful. Who knows what he did to Ty. Dude, I knew he was going to brutally KO Ty in the first round. That was one of my most confident picks. I have a video on the channel. I told you guys that one. I want to see Pavlovich versus Gane. That'd be fun too. I agree. That's what I was hoping they do in San Antonio in Texas. 3-10-8s, 50-42. Fair enough. Jeremiah Wells versus Chaos Williams. Who wins? I'll take Jeremiah Wells. What do you think of the Elon taking over Twitter? I think it's better, but not even though it does have its drawbacks. For me, I don't know. I don't pay close enough attention. But the verified shit where anybody could be verified, I thought was terrible. And there was something else. I can't remember what it was. That was terrible. But other than that, it seems about the same to me. What was it? There was something. Oh, they had a policy where you couldn't link to other social media, which I thought was just weird as hell. But then apparently they retracted it. But I don't pay too close attention. I mainly just quickly tweet out my thoughts on recent news stories, and that's it. If you guys want to go follow me on Twitter and Instagram, at MMA Joey C. There's some people who thought the world was everything was falling down. I'm not one of those people, but there was a couple things that you were just scratching your head like, this is the dumbest shit I've ever seen. Why would they do this? Like the verified thing, and like the saying you couldn't link to other social media was idiotic. But I'm actually a person that hates social media in general. So I'm a terrible person to ask. I really want Cheeto to get the belt, at least looking for a Jose Aldo fight. I don't know if he can handle Sterling or Marab. Aldo's retired, dude. Thank you for filling me in, Fries. I think I already read that. Dang, Calvin versus Holloway, 10-9, 10-8, 10-9, 10-8, 10-8. Yeah, dude, it was a brutal beatdown. Do you like Colby Covington? I like him as a fighter. I'm not a fan of his personality. I think it's corny. I think it's a cornball personality, but it's just fake for me. I don't like that. Merry Christmas. Appreciate you. Twitter is boring. I don't know how people can spend more than 30 minutes on it. Agreed. Do you have an opinion on Herb Dean? I call him Heartbeat Herb Dean because as long as his heart is beating, he's still there fighting. I don't know. Herb used to be the best in the business. Now he's garbage. So, I don't know. I don't know if he's checked out or he doesn't care anymore, but he's not that good anymore. He used to be good. He used to be good, the best ref. And now he's just super indecisive. Lets guys take way too much damage. Early stoppage, late stoppages. Just horrific. Jose Aldo kills Aljo. Think about it. I don't know about all that. The Aldo fight was also 2 years ago. Cheeto made improvements. Was it? I don't think it was, bro. Because I think I had a channel. Aldo Vera. Let's see. No, it's Font Aldo. Let's take a look, see. Yeah, no, you're probably right. I did not have my channel yet. Marlon Vera. Let's see how long. I think it was in December, right? I'm mixing up Vera and Font, I think. Yeah, it was December of 2020. December of 2020. That's crazy. That Aldo was also 2 years ago. Cheeto made improvements. Agreed. I mean, I want Cheeto to be champ, but knowing he got out wrestled by Aldo, I don't know if he can handle. Yeah, he's not going to be able to. And he got out wrestled by Frankie Edgar too. I think Jamal Hill hits harder than Pereira. Probably. Who's the worst ref in your opinion? Herb's up there. Herb's up there, but I don't know. I can't think of all of them off the top of my head. How does it feel sitting where you are knowing 60 people are watching you now? I don't know. I don't think about it like that, honestly. I just kind of read the chat and I don't mind, how many people are watching or not watching. We had 300 and some watching before. But it's definitely interesting. I mean, it's cool. People don't realize how hard it is to get live viewers. And for my channel size, we get good live views. There's some garbage channels that have like 60, 70K subscribers and they only get 100 live viewers. So, if I would say I'm averaging 60 to 80. On the low end, 50 probably. So I'm happy with that. If people are interested enough to come watch live and ask questions and discuss MMA, I'm satisfied. But I don't think of it in terms of, oh, this is great. I got 60 in here right now. I mean, it's cool. But I'm just kind of focused on trying to read the chat. But guys, how do we only have we have over 60 in here now and we have 49 likes. Like the stream. Like the stream. We're going to go for a little bit longer. So if you have any more questions, throw them in the chat. Maybe Herb Dean has a little Michael Bisping going on. Dude's reffing blind. Yeah, it seems like it. I don't know why I read that like I was on crack either. Now, I'm just kidding. Test that man's eyes. Agreed. Herb is much better in one championship than he makes it clap. Okay. MMA math sometimes works. Okay. Do you think Cyril Gane could outstrike Jones? Yes. Did you see the police interview? No. I love how Kobe's casually said we fought in UFC recently and I beat him easily. Funny AF. Okay. Worst commentator in the UFC? Probably Bisming. Hit the like button. Yep. Volkanovski or Wonderboy is the best striker in MMA. I don't know about all that, but maybe. MMA Joey, who do you... No. Not discussing it. Herb turns a blind eye. So much cheating. Yeah, that's actually really infuriating. That's actually super infuriating how Herb lets... I mean, all the refs do, though. To be honest, all the refs do. So, it's actually really, 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 really annoying. All right, I got 60 tabs open. Let me X out of some of these tabs. Bellator.com. I'll open this back up. Hold on. X out of this. I'm still on the UFC replica belt website. It's crazy. It's Christmas, guys. It's Christmas of 2022. I literally remember. Let's go back. Let's go back to December of last year. Let's go. I'm scrolling back 12 months ago. I remember right around this time here. Championship losses in 2022. Let's see when I put this video out. I put this out December 31st, 2021. Championship losses in 2022. That doesn't seem like that long ago. That was a horrific video, by the way. It was a great video, but I don't think most of them were wrong, honestly. But it was just a fun video. It's hard to get it right. 1 year ago. Let's see what else videos I made. Fights to make in 2022. Top 5 knockouts of 2021. Best fighter of 2021. Best fights in 2021. It's crazy. Going back and looking at this, Tony Ferguson video has 363 views. It's crazy seeing how far the channel has come in 1 year, to be honest. I have a video about Jorge Masvidal, Colby Covington, 496 views 11 months ago. Topuria versus Jourdain, which never happened. I picked Ilia Topuria there. What a fight card. Will UFC 270 be the last time we see Francis Ngannou? I did a Brandon Moreno versus Figgy robbed video. Hermanson Strickland. Jeez Louise. It's crazy. It feels like Arman Saruki and Joel Alvarez video I did forever ago. Can't believe I picked Joel Alvarez. Arman just dominated him. Yep. Charles Oliveira, Dustin Poirier prediction only did 700 views. Less than 700 views. 600 and some. 681 views to be exact. Jeez Louise. My video before my 52,000 view video had 289 views. The channel has grown so much. And this was decent at the time. I was happy with getting 500 views, 600 views. That's crazy. That is absolute straight up insanity, guys. Okay, where are we at? Mark Smith is the best in the business. Disagree. I'm telling you, watch Herb in 1 and you'll be impressed. Okay. I really want to see Gane versus Jones. Agreed. That'd be a fun fight. True Bisping literally will continue talking while finish is happening about some dumb shit. It's horrific. Going back on food truck, despite the fact Sean set him up, or Shop set him up, I couldn't care less about those two idiots. Do you think ring girls bet on fights? They must know which fighters are packing. Okay, probably not. Everyone forgetting about Curtis Blades in the heavyweight division. He's the backup for Jones and Ngannou. Ring girls getting banged by some of the fighters for a fact. Okay. Who should Leon Edwards fight tomorrow? He will fight tomorrow. The one girl. Okay. End your would be great time for you to make lists of any sort. My personal opinion would like to see a tier list. I bet Dana gets the ring girls. Okay. I like Usman, but Mans cheats so much. He comes across as super pretentious in his interviews. Okay. What's up, Joey? Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas to you, Victor Lopez. Didn't Dana's mom confirm that? Yeah, but who knows? If you could pick one opponent for Jake P, who would it be? Paulo Costa. Dana the boss, he's definitely getting that ring booty. Okay. They don't figure out nothing with Francis. Do John versus Cyril for Undisputed. Sign me up. Joel Alvarez still hasn't fought since our man beat him up. Yeah. That's crazy. Merry Christmas. Man, I wish I had a channel when Silva lost. I wish you would have a channel. We would have had some interest. Dude, I would have fainted on stream. At the same time, I always think, imagine if I would have started a channel sooner. But It is what it is. There'd have been some history, but think about it. In another 4 or 5 years, we're going to have some serious history on this channel. We're going to have some serious history on the channel. I mean, think about what we've already experienced on the channel so far. But yeah, I wish I had a channel. I wanted to start a channel in 2013. So I think 2013, 2014 is when I wanted to start. First had the idea to start a YouTube channel, but never did. So it is what it is. They fought in 2012 though, I believe. So I wouldn't have still had one. I don't think Dana does that anymore. When do you think we'll get a Colby versus Hamzat announcement? Hopefully UFC 283 we'll get the announcement. If you were Francis, would you resign in the UFC or try to box Fury? I don't know. It all depends on the numbers. The numbers. John beats Cyril. We saw what happened when Cyril got taken down, and John is much better grappler than Francis. Yeah, I would pick Jones over him. Probably not risky since they bought out the UFC. Okay. Best grapplers in MMA: Burns, Andre Muniz, Oliveira, Paul Craig, Islam, Teixeira, Hamzat, Dariush, Ryan Hall, Ortega, etc. Okay. Rip Stephan Bonnar. Agreed. Thank you for the $2 super chat, Bitsy. Everyone say Merry Christmas to Joey. Appreciate the $2 super chat. Appreciate you. Fainting is so... I don't know what you're saying there. Yeah, your KOing Zombie would have been a cool reaction to see. I flipped out. That's probably the craziest reaction I've ever had. I flipped out. I could not believe it. Is it true Cheyenne Buys cheated on her husband with JP with Roman Dolidze? Does that make her a good person? I have no idea if it's true or not. It's kind of just rumor at this point in time. Merry Fatmas, fellow fatty. Merry Christmas. Yes, it does. Has the UFC Japan been announced yet, or is that just talk? I've not heard anything about that. What did you want for Christmas? I'm hoping to get nothing but Venom gear and some of the Rocks Brahma Bulls slides. That's what I'm hoping to get. That's all I want. But guys, it's getting late. It's almost 1 a.m. on Christmas. You guys will not see me. I probably won't. I mean, I don't know. Who knows when I'm liable to stream? I'm definitely not streaming. I'm almost definitely not streaming tomorrow. I'm going to relax tomorrow. It's been freezing cold where I'm at. I'm going to go get some sleep. And I hope you guys enjoyed this stream. I hope you enjoyed the stream. I hope you enjoyed the stream. Thank you guys for joining me. Appreciate you. Appreciate every single one of you. I hope Santa brings you nothing but Venom gear and a pair of the official Rock and UFC collab shoes. And maybe a Hezbollah desktop autograph belt. I hope you guys get everything you want for Christmas. I hope you guys have a good Christmas. I hope you guys spend it with your family doing great things. And I'll see you guys in a couple days. Prison Mike, assalamu alaikum. Thank you. Thank you for your $5 donation. Prison Mike, you had to do it to him, I guess. You had to do it to him, right? You had to do it to him. But, yeah, hopefully Santa brings you plenty of Venom gear, Prison Mike. Hopefully brings you a Hezbollah replica belt. And, I don't know. I think that's it. I think that wraps this one up. Happy holidays. Merry Christmas. Go to sleep. Enjoy your Christmas dinner tomorrow. Enjoy opening gifts. I appreciate every single one of you. Can't wait for some fights, but I'm happy that we're having a little bit of a break so I can catch up on some videos I've been wanting to do. If you guys are staying up, listen, if you guys are staying up, I want you to do me a favor right this very second, okay? Hear me out. Hear me out. Let me actually see something real quick before I even do this. Let me see something, guys. Wait, do not leave the stream yet. Do not leave the stream yet. Let's see. Is there any? There's no MMA YouTube channel streaming right now. There's no, I wonder, let's see if there's anything. Is there any like random channels live right now? Let's see. How can you just search live channels? I was going to send you guys to like a live channel that has somebody there like reacting. And no matter what the channel's about. How do you just look up live channels? I just want to send you guys to a live channel. Give me 1 second. I don't think it's going to happen. I don't think it's going to happen, guys. So I can't find anything. Nobody's live right now. Definitely not any small channels are live. It's just all these bullshit Santa trackers. And I want to just send you to some random channel. Okay, hold on a second. Hold on a second. I have no idea what this channel is, okay? Look. I found some random channel that's live right now, okay? I don't know who this guy is, but I want to go support him. He's called The Wheelchair Dad. I'm going to post the link. Go tell him that MMA Joey sent you. Go support his channel. Go like his stream. Go subscribe to his channel. I just randomly saw him on the live tab. There you go. Go tell him MMA Joey sent you. Go tell him MMA Joey sent you. Support his chat. Like his videos. Like his stream. Subscribe to his channel. Give him all the... Tell him Merry Christmas as well. So, everybody go there. Tell him I sent you. Appreciate you guys. Thank you guys for watching. Merry Christmas. Good night.